Hello and welcome on this hike. I take you to the Mountfield National Park, and in particular today I'm looking at the Mountfield East hike, which is a slightly shorter one. Now, Mountfield National Park is just located easily out of Hobart. It's about 1 hour east of Hobart, so pretty easy to get to. And when you get there, there's camping, so lots of sites there, though it is a first in, first served basis. And we've got a lovely little spot just alongside the river. There are loads of walks there from grade 1 to grade 5, so all abilities are catered for. One of the most easily accessible walks is the Russell Falls, which is right near the Visitor Centre. This is a beautiful 3-tiered waterfall and well worth just a little detour, and you might even see a platypus in the stream. Oh wow. So the Mountfield East hike is a circular route, so it does mean that you have to come back along the road. You do go up to a peak and come back via Lake Nichols. It is a grade 4 hike of approximately 4 to 5 hours and roughly about 10 kilometres. It's a relatively gentle sort of gradual rise to any sort of scenic platform. Along the way you will spot some beautiful little wildflowers. There's some lovely little white orchids here. In fact, there was a lot of orchids on this particular hike. We're going left or right? Which way are you, Angus?
Yeah.
Oh, you're up there. I was going to say, doesn't it?
A little bit steep, but I imagine the hill just is that hill.
Have you seen out to the left?
Yeah.
Is that the top?
Well, I could theoretically climb up one of these rocks, but I just don't
Okay,
really.
you can't. You don't feel it. Okay, I'll have a look. There's obviously no room for 2 people. Or, all right, I'll come up. This is where I should have my GoPro instead of this camera. I think the grade 4 technicality only really comes because you've got to actually sort of balance yourself on rocks. It's not just a path. Oh, rock scrambling. Looking for the post. I'm not too sure which way. Gotta go a bit higher to find it. There it is, straight ahead. Park has many beautiful twisty turny eucalypt trees. Lovely contrast. Just see some mountains in the back there. I think that's Mount Field East. Here we are, walking along windy moorland. There's some cute little waterways here that I'm keeping my eyes open for platypuses, so I'll make Angus jealous if I actually see one. So this here is the crossways to go up Mount Field or to continue around on your loop to Lake Nichols. So there's some very worn sort of directional signage there, but it's pretty easy to just head on straight up the hill. Glad there are cams up because otherwise I'd be lost looking for which way to go. Nearly there, you can see the little stone wall that they've made. A bit of a wind protection, which yes, given the wind is behind me, does make sense. Fantastic 360 view all the way around. You can see farmland over to Hobart. Not the clearest of days, but hey, at least it didn't rain on me today. See the little skinks, lizards, baking on the nice warm rocks, running around the bottom there. And then it's time to head back down the scree until you get back onto the main track. A tiny little lake down this path called Lake Rayner, not that big one. That was Nichols Lake. You could see from up above that looked very aqua. This one's just down this little track. Lake Rayner is named after one of the first families in the area who were prominent in hiking, hunting, fishing, and general knowledge of the area. Now, Lake Nichols was named after Herbert Nichols, who was one of the foremost people to put in for Mount Field to be actually reserved as a protected area. The sun is finally out. Even though it was threatening, might still have a bit of misty rain, but no, beautiful day. A little river to cross. where these gorgeous little orcas are, just sitting on top of a rock. Amazing. Now, welcome to Beatty's Tan. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth is the difference between a tan and a lake? Well, basically, a tan is a small lake. So, Beatty's Tan is actually named after a photographer. It was only reopened in 2015 because it was quite a fragile environment. And it's pretty much all downhill from here back to the main road and along the main road in order to be picked up. And that there is the conclusion of the Mountfield East hike. Nice little circular route. So if you'd like to see what else we get up to, you're more than welcome to subscribe. My husband is not a big hiker, which is why I'm often by myself.